So if you follow the stock market, you probably already know that there are some crazy and unprecedented things happening right now in the market, and specifically when you look at stocks like GameStop and AMC. And so today we're just going to be diving into things that you should be thinking about and doing as an investor in the midst of these crazy and unprecedented times. Let's go. So to fill you in on what's been happening over the last 30 days, stocks like GameStop and AMC have risen by over 5 times and 10 times their original valuation of what they were just 30 days ago. There's a lot of reasons and factors that go into why stock prices move and how they get manipulated and why they're valued where they're at. And so today we're going to be just scratching the surface on what I believe has happened over the last couple days regarding these stocks, and really ultimately want to be able to help land the plane on things that I think average investors like you and like me should be thinking about when it comes to situations and scenarios just like this. And as always, my disclaimer, I am not an investing professional. I'm not here to advise you on how you should handle your investments. I'm just sharing for entertainment purposes only what I think we should be thinking about during these times. So when we think about these two stocks and we think about other things that are happening in the market right now as we see some explosive growth happening, I think for anybody who isn't informed might think, oh my goodness, these stocks are going up. Let me hitch my wagon to them. Let me jump on the coattails of these winners and let me make a few dollars. But the reality is, if we think and understand why these stocks are rising, it might actually be a cause for concern for us to slow down and say, should I be investing in this company? So right now, what we're seeing is really a seismic shift as we've seen hedge funds and different people look at some of these stocks that they are betting against, and they're ultimately shorting these stocks. What that means is that they're ultimately saying, hey, I'm betting against the stock, and as the stock price goes down, that's where they make their money. However, every now and then, in the midst of that bet, they'll see stock prices rise, and this is called squeezing those that are shorting the stock. And so ultimately, what's happening is the people that have sold those stocks at a higher price are gonna have to buy them back, which means they're gonna have to pay the difference between where they sold it at and where they have to buy it. Imagine it's like an IOU when it comes to a stock, because they think that they're gonna be able to sell it later or buy it later at a lower price. And so we've seen hedge funds and we've seen all these larger investment firms really start to bet against these stocks, which can impact the price. And what we've seen is on Reddit forums like Wall Street Bets, people have come together and said, hey, let's stick it to the man, let's stick it to the organizations, and let's bet against the guys that are trying to bring these stocks down. And so they've seen all these people pull together their finances, pull together their money, and start to squeeze them out of their short positions. And that's why we've seen this massive fluctuation when it comes to stocks. Now, I know for a lot of people, you think about 5x and 10x on your money, and you think, my goodness, how do I get involved in this? How do I get in front of it? How do I get a part of it? And I want to encourage you as the average investor that fast money comes quickly and it goes quickly. And so there's going to be countless people that are looking at some of these stock prices and they're going to think, man, it can only go up from here. And really, they're investing and making these purchases out of an emotional decision. And I want to encourage you to stop, slow down, and think about investing practices and why you want to invest in that company. But see, the reality is when it comes to investing and investing practices, you should make sure that you're slowing down and thinking about the investment that you're trying to make, that you've done some of the analysis and you've worked through the process on why you believe in that company and why you think that there's a long-term return when it comes to that investment. And so we're left with this question for entertainment purposes only. Should you buy into GameStop? Should you buy into AMC? And my question back to you is, have you done your research? Have you looked at their financials? Have you done some sort of analysis to be an indicator that says you should buy this stock? Because friends, I'll tell you, over the last decade of me investing, I've looked at short term, I've looked at long term, I've done calls, I've done puts, I've done different things along the way, and I found that in the midst of these moments where the stock market is acting crazy and there's things that literally just feel unprecedented, when we look at companies like AMC that have been ravaged by the pandemic, but still in the midst of that, their stock has increased by 10 times over the last 30 days, I stop, I slow down, and I think, man, there's no way that I think that there are investing principles that would lead me to want to buy this stock. There's this age-old adage when it comes to stocks and when it comes to investing, and it goes like this. It says, bulls make money, bears make money, but pigs get slaughtered. Never try to catch a falling knife. And so as we look at some of these stocks and we see how they're fluctuating 20, 30, 100, 400% in a single day, I want to encourage you to slow down and think about the long-term investing practices that you're trying to create in your life. So what should we do during these unprecedented times? Well, to be honest, for me, I'm continuing to work through my investment strategy, which is consistent monthly contributions into my retirement fund and into other investment vehicles that I've already done the research, I've already done my analysis, that I plan on holding over the next 20 and 30 years. And I found for most people, they're looking for a way to get rich quick and they're looking for the shortcuts. But man, I don't know about you, but I've never met a millionaire or a billionaire that says, man, I just got a lucky bet when it came to this stock, or I got lucky when I made this decision. I found more often than not, the millionaires that I know and the billionaires that have written books always talk about the long-term investments they've made, whether it's long-term investing in the stock market, long-term investing in real estate, and long-term investing in themselves or the businesses that they're building. So I encourage you today, slow down, think about your investment practices, and think about the long-term implications as you invest, as you look at the stock market, and as you look at opportunities to invest long-term for your future. Don't think about how to get rich quick. Think about how you can invest over the long term to build a legacy. Well, hey, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you spread the word as we hack your finances, releasing brand new videos every Thursday. I know we took a break, but we're back at it again. So every Thursday, releasing brand new content from stocks, investing, real estate, and just money and personal finance as a whole. And so if this has been any value to you, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, and make sure you help spread the word as we hack your finances. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace.